Chittagong Porto Grande de Bengala Mughal Islamabad is a major coastal seaport city and financial center in southeastern Bangladesh. The city has a population of more than 2.5 million, while the metropolitan area has a population of over 6.5 million, making it the second largest city in the country. It is the capital of an eponymous district and division. The city is located on the banks of the Karnaphuli River between the Chittagong Hill Tracts and the Bay of Bengal. The natural harbour of Chittagong has been a gateway to the historic region of Bengal for centuries. It was a prominent trading centre and hosted the first European colonial enclaves in Bengal, which were operated by the Portuguese in the 16th and 17th centuries. The district was ruled by the Sultanate of Bengal, the Kingdom of Mrauk U and the Mughal Empire until the 18th century, at which point it was ceded to the British East India Company. The port was the terminus of the Grand Trunk Road and the Assam Bengal Railway. During the Burma Campaign in World War II, the city was also a key base for Allied forces. Rapid industrialisation followed the war. Becoming a part of East Pakistan in 1947, the city was the site of Bangladesh's Declaration of Independence in 1971. Modern Chittagong is a major hub of trade and industry. The port of Chittagong is the largest international seaport on the Bay of Bengal. The city is home to many of Bangladesh's oldest and largest companies, as well as the Chittagong Stock Exchange, the Chittagong Tea Auction and the Eastern Division of the Bangladesh Railway. The Chittagong Naval Area is the largest base of the Bangladesh Navy. Though despite having a high and growing urban per capita GDP in South Asia and being one of the fastest growing cities in the world, the city has a poverty rate of 11.3%, as of 2010. Chittagong is reputed as a relatively clean city, but still confronts substantial logistical and socio-economic problems. Citation needed. Aesthetic style furniture is characterized by several common themes: ebonized wood with gilt highlights, Far Eastern influence, prominent use of nature, especially flowers, birds, ginkgo leaves, and peacock feathers, blue and white on porcelain and other fine china. Ebonized furniture means that the wood is painted or stained to a black ebony finish. The furniture is sometimes completely ebony colored. More often, however, there is gilding added to the carved surfaces of the feathers or stylized flowers that adorn the furniture. As aesthetic movement decor was similar to the corresponding writing style in that it was about sensuality and nature, nature themes often appear on the furniture. A typical aesthetic feature is the gilded carved flower, or the stylized peacock feather. Colored paintings of birds or flowers are often seen. Non-ebonized aesthetic movement furniture may have realistic-looking three-dimensional-like renditions of birds or flowers carved into the wood. Contrasting with the ebonized gilt furniture is use of blue and white for porcelain and china. Similar themes of peacock feathers and nature would be used in blue and white tones on dinnerware and other crockery. The blue and white design was also popular on square porcelain tiles. It is reported that Oscar Wilde used aesthetic decorations during his youth. This aspect of the movement was also satirized by Punch magazine and Impatience. In 1882, Oscar Wilde visited Canada, where he toured the town of Woodstock, Ontario, and gave a lecture on May 29 entitled, "The House Beautiful." This particular lecture featured the early aesthetic art movement, also known as the ornamental aesthetic art style, where local flora and fauna were celebrated as beautiful and textured. Layered ceilings were popular. An example of this can be seen in Annandale National Historic Site, located in Tillsonburg, Ontario, Canada. The house was built in 1880 and decorated by Mary Ann Tilson, who happened to attend Oscar Wilde's lecture in Woodstock, and was influenced by it. Since the aesthetic art movement was only prevalent from about 1880 until about 1890, there are not very many examples of this particular style left nowadays. But one such example is 18 Stafford Terrace, London, which provides an insight into how the middle classes interpreted the principles of aesthetics.